Alright, welcome to another video where we're doing real Jedi versus fictional Jedi. Reality versus fiction. In the Star Wars universe, the Jedi were considered peacekeepers. They were the keepers of peace and justice. During wartime, they were also generals and soldiers. We can get a whole other debate on that and how that fits with Jedi philosophy. But let's avoid that and let's jump into the fact that Jedi, and please feel free to repeat this, are not vigilantes. Jedi are not vigilantes. We are not out there being superheroes. Remember the 5 goals of the Jedi. One of those being provide support. We can support law enforcement. We can support medics, EMTs, doctors, nurses. We can support firefighters. We can do things to help them. We can support various organizations that are making a difference. We can do these things to help. We rarely need to fulfill those roles ourselves. Now, some Jedi find careers in these roles, and it works well for them and it works well for their path, and that's great. And if that's your career, then cool, you're out there doing that thing. But if it's not, be careful of the hero complex. You need to understand that to be a hero, someone else has to be suffering. In order for you to save the day, people have to be in danger, they have to be in trouble, and that's not something that any Jedi should really be wishing on another person. We're not out there running around to be vigilantes. If you are breaking the law. That's not something we are supposed to be doing. Support, make a difference. You know, there are plenty of ways that you can help your community without resorting to that kind of action. The hero complex, or more commonly known in our path, the Lightsaber Syndrome, which you can read about in the Power of the Jedi source book, chapter 3, page 32, is something I recommend. It's a good read and it's a good reminder. But the idea is that we don't need to be out there brandishing weapons, okay? You don't need to be out there using force or the force to solve problems. There are many ways our philosophy kind of goes in a different direction. If you really look into the philosophy, and yeah, the movies are great and the movies are action-packed, but those are always, they're adventures, right? They're extremes. When you read the books and you read and you watch the movies and you look at the TV shows, those are very dark elements, and those are very much extreme situations. And most of the time, you are not going to find yourself in those extremes. Now, when you do, because they can happen, you might find yourself in a situation in life where you are required to step up or not. You have to make that choice, right? When you find yourself in an extreme situation, then adhere to the Jedi philosophy as best as you can. You know, that's why we train in it. That's why we memorize it. That's why we really dig into it every day and we do the practices every day. So when something does happen, we have the Jedi as second nature, that it's right there for us to fall back on, and that is something that pops up into our head without even really thinking about it. That's what we train for, and that's what we study for, and that's how we live, and that's, I'm guessing, why you watch these videos, or it might just be to laugh at me. I don't know, whatever it may be. That is why Jedi take part in kind of the training in the material. But going out there and brandishing guns and kind of meeting force with force, or asking for it, or looking for it, that's not really the Jedi way. That's not what we are about. Yeah, just kind of remember that just because you want to play the hero, just because your intentions are good, doesn't mean that you get to do whatever you want. There is no righteousness that excuses bad actions. So just be aware of that. Live by the Jedi philosophies. Live by the practices. And you'll get there. You'll see it. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind. If you can, pick up Power of the Jedi source book. It's good stuff. But yeah, so if there's any more like fictional Jedi versus real Jedi stuff out there that you want to talk about, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. You know where the buttons are: like, dislike, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Share. You know, who knows? Hey, spread the love, right? Jedi love, yo. Thank you for watching. May the Force be with you.